But Grandma, what is colonization?
Well, it was a great period when really powerful countries helped the poor ones to develop themselves.
But why were there so many slaves and so many people suffering? I mean, when we look some pictures, we can see that there is a lot of suffering.
Well, Sugar Plum, it was not such an important part of our history. It was just a little aspect. Don't worry, it's like nothing.
What? Slavery was a huge part of our history. So many things happened. All the violence, all the people who were killed. You can't say that.
Calm down, sister. Come and sit here. We can drink Thai tea and relax and speak like normal.
Will not calm down. This is an atrocity. This old lady is saying horrible things to my daughter. I will not let that happen.
Calm down. I let me tell you, it is your mother. You can't speak to her like that.
I don't care. She's stupid.
But what do you say that she's saying bad things? I mean, it can be the truth.
Did you know that during the Spanish conquest, almost 8 million indigenous people died? That's horrible. You have to think about that.
Well, the truth is there are positive aspects of the colonization, but there are also many negative aspects, and we can't say it's like all good or all bad. It's very like it wouldn't have happened if bad things hadn't happened. But it's true we may have done things a little differently.
But which part is bigger than the other? Positive aspects or negative ones?
I think that's well like a mix. That we can't say it's like all white or all black. It's kind of a mix.
A contrast.
Yes.
Contrast. I really don't agree with that. What do you think?
Well, honey, those deaths were necessary for the great good, for the common good, because our history is us, and without it, we wouldn't be the same. Without it, the world wouldn't be the same as today. Imagine America without the British Empire would be nothing today. It wouldn't be as great as today. Those deaths were necessary. They are nothing compared to what we have today.
But Grandma, you cannot say that. I mean, you cannot say that negative aspects brought positive things to the world.
Well, of course I can say that.
Mommy, say something.
I mean, for example, mixing cultural ethnic groups together that are very different is super dangerous. For example, in Nigeria, I mean, it creates war and conflicts today because the borders were changed because of all this colonization problem. There were many conflicts, like in Iraq.
But with the colonization, we have discovered the different culture of the world.
Yes, but at a very hard price. All the people who died in the genocides, I mean, Spain is one example, but there are many more of them. Are you willing to pay this price for a great empire? I'm not.
But what about the economy?
Well, for example,
Well, it was great for the trade. It bring a lot of money.
yes,
Don't you think so?
yes, but those countries who were colonized were deprived of many resources. For example, Africa, it became a country that couldn't sustain itself and needed resources from outside the country. That's not good. That doesn't help the
But
economy.
we don't care about Africa. We live in England. We are rich now, thanks to them.
Well, mother, I think you need to calm down. Peace and love. The truth is, we can't say that draining the resources of a country is good. But I think, well, we cooperated between the England and the colonies, and well, we helped each other. It's true that we
Helped each other?
well we took resources
There was
that
slavery. People were forced to work without being paid.
colonization.
If
And-
there wasn't colonization, there wouldn't be as much racism. Because, for example, in Europe, the idea that African people are inferior is because of colonization. What do you think?
That's true. I mean, in the UK, we can see that there are many differences between black people and white people.
There is a sense of enclosed community. I mean, there was the whole
But
ghetto problem.
you said that it was dangerous to mix culture, and now you want to be mixed. It's really weird what you're saying.
Well, if slavery didn't happen, we wouldn't have learned from our mistakes, and we may have done the same mistakes today that our ancestors did. And well, we have to learn from what our father and grandfather did. So yes, I think if slavery didn't happen, we would have done slavery but today, and that would be awful.
Well, I wish I had slave today. We would be even a richer empire.
Grandma, how can you say this? I mean, you're still living in your time. Things have to change, and you have to change your mind.
I'm sick of your old lady. You suck. I'm gonna get some tea.
What did you say?
I can't believe that you can think things like that. I mean, I'm shocked to hear what you said.
Well,
Honey.
I think your grandma didn't say exactly what she meant.
Yes, she wanted to say
Of
that.
course I wanted to say that.
Mother, how can you say that?
Here's your tea.
Thanks.
Tea.
Thank you.
Tea. No.
Thank you, sweetheart. Well, you see, if little Indian children didn't take the tea for us, we wouldn't be able to drink that marvelous tea.
You're so stupid. How can you say this? She's going so nuts.
What
Well-
are you saying?
Well, you really are exaggerating. I think, well, the truth is, we wouldn't have like tea, coffee, tomato, tobacco, and all that stuff if it weren't for colonization. But well, maybe we didn't do things like we should have done. Like maybe we could have done things a little better.
But
Like-
it should have been possible to cultivate these things without pain and without the death of so many people.
Yes, we can function in a society without hatred, racism, and all that stuff that is useless.
Well, I'm gonna be little rascal, and I tell you, I deserted you. It's scandalous.
Poor grandma. Well, we can't totally blame her. She was raised like this and in a different century, so it's not entirely her fault. She hasn't adapted to our world, but well, we can't really blame her
And
entirely.
we love her anyway.
Yes, a bit.